Oh, I found something big. These are not data centers, guys. These are fusion centers. And then they proceed to tell you that you should just trust them and you should look it up. I'm tired of seeing this. So, this video is dedicated to understanding very quickly what is a data center? What is a fusion center? Is what's being built right now the same thing? Why it is not? Let's give a full breakdown. Let's go. First, let's give a couple quick definitions so we're working from the same starting point. A data center is a warehouse full of computer servers. Companies like Microsoft, Google, and Amazon build them to store data and run software at massive scale. A fusion center is a real thing. It is a government office where local, state, and federal law enforcement and all of their analysts share threat information with each other. There are about 80 of them that we know of in the entire country. Now, here are 4 reasons why the claim that these are the same thing just doesn't hold up if you literally just take a moment to look at it. Number 1, size. A fusion center fits inside an office building. The new data centers that are the size of multiple football fields running millions of computer chips, you can't hide an analyst office inside a server warehouse. Nor it doesn't, like, why would you? You don't need to. The scale alone kills this theory. Number 2, the money. Microsoft, Google, Amazon, XAI, Meta, all of them have spent hundreds of billions on this build out. All of it is in public filings that their shareholders can read. That capital went to computer chips and cooling systems because running AI at global scale burns more power than most cities. Surveillance budgets don't move like that in public documents. Why would they? Number 3, the government has already built their own fusion centers. The NSA opened a $1.5 billion facility in Bluffdale, Utah in 2014, built specifically for signals intelligence. If they needed more storage, they would build more of those. They wouldn't ask Microsoft to quietly rename a warehouse. They don't need to. They don't need their permission. They don't need their money. Do you know how much money goes missing in black box funds or Pentagon funds? Right, guys? They don't need Microsoft to do that. Number 4, independent energy researchers have measured the actual power draw inside these data center facilities, and it matches what you would expect from large AI workloads that are running models and processing requests at planetary scale. A surveillance database just doesn't draw power like that. It doesn't need to. It's not built for that stuff. Now, what you should know if you don't is that the government legally can pull data from these facilities. FISA 702, the Cloud Act, those are both public laws, and tech companies with who are working on classified government contracts also have data access pipelines that most people don't think about. So that's published policy, though, that it's in plain sight. It's barely covered. So the next time you see one of these videos, you should ask one question: what document are they pointing to? A filing, a contract, a FOIA, document, a congressional report. If they're not naming at least one of those, then they're just pattern matching and view harvesting. They're not reporting. So you need to understand these things, that the surveillance story here is that if a data center is going to be used for surveillance, it's done publicly, right? It's done legally, right? You don't need to secretly build a massive facility with cooling systems and GPU chips and call it a data center and hide the fact that it's a fusion center. That's nonsense. You just go build fusion centers with your own slush funds and then let the public markets go build data centers for inferencing and storage. Guys, if you follow someone who made a video about 8 seconds long that said, these data centers are not data centers, they're fusion centers, and then they didn't talk about any of the things I just talked about, unfollow them.